Hi buddy, welcome back to Cids Modern Life, episode 98 with me, Cid, and we are back on terra firma. Not terra firma craft, but terra firma. We're back on the Earth. We're going to spend a few episodes here, and the reason being is, well, A, I've done an awful lot of stuff in space, and I need a little break from it all. There's, I wanted to build a... I don't know whether I can get away with this on here. Let me just see. Will you take a... You will. 1, 2, 3. I want to build or start building the Tier 2 rocket. And as we know, the Tier 2 rocket, if I can spell tier, in this requires me to make and use a whole bunch of these hoofa-doofers. So we're going to need to make a nose cone, and the nose cone, in addition to 2 durable rocket bodies, two of those and one of those makes the Tier 2 rocket, which is obviously what we need to get out into orbit. So it occurred to me that what we could do is we can just place we can make, for example, the nose cone in here. That's not a problem. We've got everything. What we actually need to do is get all the stuff to make it, and there's all sorts of things like these heavy duty plates. Heavy duty plates are heavy duty plate tier 1 plus a compressed meteoric iron, which is meteoric iron put through a compressor. Now we have 50 meteoric iron, and we need, that's a tier 3. Let me go back down, tier 2. No, let's try the correct one. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, just for the nose cone. Then we need another whole load more for this one, and similarly for this and this, and you know, all of this needs heavy amounts of this heavy duty iron, and even those need a lot. So 50 is not enough. 50 meteoric iron, of course, and the only place to get meteoric iron is the moon. I popped up there briefly and got another 4 meteors, which after hitting them with a looting sword gave me another 7, but this is going to be a slow process. And once you are there, then you're into the realms of the tier 3 one, and the tier 3 needs heavy duty plate tier 3, which takes a heavy duty plate tier 2, and let me get that right, I've gone and just jumped out a bit, and compressed dash, and of course dash you get from Mars by smelting dash ore or unrefined dash. You can get that from dash ore. You can grind dash ore up to make 2 unrefined, so at least you can double that. I don't think you can do the same with meteoric iron. You cook that. You can't do... if you can get that, which I don't think you can. I don't think there's any place you can get this stuff. I've not seen it. Then you're laughing, but obviously you can't get that. So that in itself is some kind of limiting factors there, and we do need to make some various bits and pieces. We need to make bronze plates, which, if I remember rightly, are copper and tin. So we can take compressed tin, we can take compressed copper, and we can convert those over into compressed bronze. Now, while that is doing, and we're just generally pulling all the bits together, and it is going to be a heavy crafting thing, so I don't want to spend ages worrying about the crafting. What we've currently got going on over here is quite a pathetic space program. Let's be honest. We've got a refinery with some fuel in it, we've got a quantum tank with fuel in that, and we've got the fuel going into here, which is the fuel loader, and obviously we would have had a launch pad down here, the 9x9, the 3x3. Given the structures and the kind of things we're building, that is not acceptable. So we're going to go over to here, and we're going to make something pretty big, pretty damn big. It's going to be, let me get my measurements, it's going to be 48 by 39, 48 along the long edge by 39 in, probably from around about here. And I probably could do with some temporary blocks just to play with. I'll just go over here and grab something. And it's going to be off the thing, it's going to be big, it's going to be grandiose, it's going to be massive. Let's just say that. It's going to be big. So first things first, we need to get the outline put down, and it's going to be something really suitable, I think. I think it's going to be something really suitable for launching a rocket from. But what we need to do is clear some space, get some bits done, and I think we'll go from, let's say, here. And I said I wanted to be from here. We want to go 48, so if I take that and make it up to 47 and then just come along here, that will give me the dimensions this direction. And hopefully you'll like this build. We're not going to get it all done this episode because it is going to be massive. As you can see, this is not a trivial size. And then we need to go 39, which is that. And that needs to come in this way. We'll go 39 less 1, of course, so 38. So that's going to come in this way like so. And what we'll do is we'll take these out. I'm just as all temporary structure just to plan out the space that we're going to use. Do 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 doop 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 doop. So yeah, pretty damn big. I'm going to need more slate. For definite, I'm going to need more slate. Anyway, so my thoughts were that we will come, maybe we take it down at this height actually, I think. So we'll take all of this out to bring it down. And we'll maybe even take this down a little bit further yet, but we'll deal with that. We'll worry as we go. And I need to get a large flat slate top, and hopefully I've got enough slate, because if I haven't I'm going to be stuffed. On and above all of this. So let me get some excavating done. I shall be back in a sec. Alright, I'm getting on out there steadily. So what we need for the nose cone is, as we have a quick, we should have all of that should have now been nicely compressed. We should have 64 bronze plates. And those are going to make those and those combined with meteoric iron is going to make heavy duty plates, and we need those to make multiple items, including, if we can find the relevant section, the nose cone. So what do we need? Don't need, well, we need to actually make these as well. This is the annoying thing now, but let's get the nose cone done for starters. So let's have a look at tier 2. Well, we'll start, as I say, start bits of this, because this is going to be a long process. So 8, 9, 10, 11 heavy duty plates. Okay. Now I have realistically got no stuff going on there at all. So if I want heavy duty plates, I need, let's go and have a double check. I need 11 of those. So that's 1. Let me just check these out, make sure I got this right. That seems like it should be what we want. Aluminium. Ooh, I don't want that. Ugh. Alright, in which case I am definitely well short of stuff. So yeah, let me get some aluminium plates going and show you what I've been up to out there while we are working on that. So at this stage I have cleared a bit of land. I will obviously put the sand down and landscape out there, and we have a very large slab of slate, which we are going to want to go in to get my tools, and we're going to get my building tool. Probably needs a charge actually, but we can fix that in a moment. And what we shall do is we're going to set you to that and then build to me, and we'll do those. I've got a bit of slate, nowhere near enough, truth be known, but we need to make a very large expanse of slate. Now hopefully this will all become apparent as we get a bit closer to what we're making, but until it does, just trust me, I know what I'm doing, I think. Question is, do we have the necessary materials? I'm pretty certain I'm going to run out of slate very quickly. Like there, in fact. So we need slate. So we're going to have to go mining for that. That's not a biggie. We're going to have some of this is going to be going around the edge here. This is going to be a pit, and this is going to be a very large sloped thing. We'll have an overhang and everything, and some pipes and all sorts of fun game scaffolding gantries to get up. Should look pretty good once we've done. I hope. Yeah, because it's a really big thing to not look good. Anyway, well, let's go and have a check on that thing, and then I'm going to go and do some slate mining, which should be entertaining. Not entertaining for you, because I'm not going to take you with me for slate mining, because slate mining is really dull. But entertaining for me, because it means I've got to go and just mine slate, which is not, you know, amongst my favourite things in the world to do. Oh, it's so slow. I can't even imagine what tier 3 Rocky's going to be like, or the tier 4, or even the when we get into the really stupid stuff with the real high tier, the tier, I think it should be a tier 5 somewhere, tier 5. Although it does look like we move back to normal crafting, which will be a real bonus if it's true. Anyway, right, we should have 32 of those. So we want to make, let me take half of those, and we need to make, does these only make one? I'll be really gutted if they do, because that's 6 to 1. 6 to 1 is a really expensive recipe. I think they do only make one, but oh no, they make 2, and I needed 11, didn't I? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I know I'm going to need more anyway, so I'm not worried. 2, 3. There we go. Let's put those away for now. And we'll see how we go. Aluminium is still going to be a major league pain in the arse, I think. But once we've got that, we then need to get some dash plates, and I need 12 of those. Well, yeah, we might as well do all 12. And they go on a 1-to-1 basis, so not dash, meteoric iron, I should say. So we can do that. And then we should be good to at least have the basis for the nose cone, or at least the first bit of the nose cone done, which will be those. Then we're going to need some oxygen vents, display screen, that's going to require some stuff. Yeah, this is not going to be cheap. But I kind of knew that by now, I think. Future glass steel pole with 8, okay, that's kind of a thing. A lot of microcrafting in this if you haven't figured it out. But it will be worth it because we will get to go to Mars. And then we can get a tier 4 rocket, which I presume is going to be these ones. And then, but we need to make all of this. This is going to take time. Anyway, let me go and address the slate situation. Oh, first things first, let me combine those with those. And now let me go and address the slate situation. Back in a bit. Alright, so while I'm just grinding up some things and pulling a few more bits together for the, if I can find the relevant section for this, I've got all of that. We need to make this, we've made those. We need to make these. That requires me to make some basic wafer, which is diamond and silicon. I think we've got everything we need over there for that. What I do need is future glass, which requires a steel pole, which is that, and glass. Okay, that we can work with. And we need a display screen, which is glass and that. So I've got, I think glass is obviously a requirement here. Buggy seat, iron. We need to take some iron with us. I don't think we should. We'll not skimp on the iron. We'll take that over. And let's go, where are we? Buggy seat, we can make those. Sealable aluminium wire, that's a tin wall block. Have I got that? Tin, I have. And if we combine you with, was it sealable aluminium wire, wasn't it? I think aluminium wire. Okay. Or was it just, I think it was just that, wasn't it? No. How? Either side. And let me just check, that is used in that. So we need 2 sealable aluminium wire. Okay, we can do that. Not there, we can't. Bang, bang. Bang, bang, I think. 1. Oh, hang on. 2. We'll take the aluminium wire and that over with us anyway. I'm going to guess we're going to need more of this. We need a heavy oxygen tank. That's tin canisters. We need some red wool. Okay, red wool. 1, 2, 3. I know we've got spares of these anyway, but let's do the sensible thing. And in fact, let me just have a look at that. That will tell me that. Tin canister is just tin in that configuration there. Blob, blob, blob. Let's take some tin with us again. We've probably got more than enough, but we got those. So we just need the plates for that, and we need to do this lander module, which we shall come to after doing some of the other stuff. Now, I have got all of the slate in place, so I need to make something else in a moment, but let us try and just progress this a little bit. So first things first, make me an iron sheet, just the one for now, while I get rid of all of this lot up here. And we need 1, 2, 3, and copy. We go shoop, shoop, and a shoop. Makes us a heavy oxygen cylinder. We've got those as well, that and that is a spare. We've got the glass. Right, we need to make a steel pole, and one of those makes, oops, future glass. 8 of them. Well, we need 1 for that, and then the rest are spare. The glass can go over, that can go over, that can go over. We're fine with all of that. We should have compressed iron seat, and that should make, no, somewhere in this lot there's the buggy seat. And probably 17 million other things, just for good measure. Buggy seat, steel, and iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, yeah, 5 is right, isn't it? So we've got that. So let us check our position. In fact, let's just move a whole load of this stuff out of the way. Over this side, because we've got lots of space in here. And move these down. So I think we have got something that looks like that going on, and then 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 spare. That's going in there, that and that goes there. There's the thingy goes in here. Now if we have a look at you, buggy seat goes there, and then beneath that we've got the tank and that and that. So we're getting there. We need the screen. For that we need basic wafers, don't we? I believe. Let's have a look. That one, display screen, basic wafer. So diamond, 1 2 lots of basic wafers. 2 diamonds, 1 2 3 4 silicon, and I think it's redstone too. Oh, that's going to be awkward. I bet I haven't got anything on me. Right, there happens to be wood outside, so we'll sort that in a second. Let me sleep and I'll grab that. So yeah, we need to make the basic wafers. We need several lots of basic wafers actually, because the basic wafers are also used in, I don't think we need the telemetry unit for this, but we don't need a hydraulic platform. That sounds cool, but I want one, but I don't think we need one. I don't think we need any of that, or that. I think we need this one. So we need 1 2 more, so that should be enough. 6 should be ideal. We just need a bit of wood. Let me just sort that out and I'll be back in a sec. Incidentally, for everybody who pointed out that there was already some planks in my inventory, I know now. So use for you in the circuit fabricator, not for that, we want that. And so we've got those and those and those. I need 2 redstone and we're good. That should go. That will do its thing. That will give us the screen. We need glass and steel for that. So 1 piece of glass and 4 compressed steel. 1 2 3 4. And there's 3 of them. And in a moment we shall have 1 more. In a hot moment. Come on. Come on. You can do it. You're almost there. Yes, you are. Come on. Right, there we go. So do 1 2 3 4 of those, and 1 2 3 4 of those, and 1 of those gives me a display screen. Add that final touch to your space base. Right click to change the information shown. Oh, I like it. Alright, anyway, that is not going in here. That is going in there. Then we're going to use 2 of those. Let's have a look with, there we go, lost it. Redstone and 8 steel. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 2 redstone makes that with those and that. 2 oxygen fans. We're getting there. We are getting there. So, and that is used in this. And so we need 2 tier 1 rocket engines and a lander. Okay. The lander module requires all sorts of things. So we need 3 tier 1 rocket engines. That's for starters. Okay. I think we can handle that. Oxygen vents 3. So that was 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and 1 2 3. I think that will do us. And we'll get there like so. And we're going to use you to make many things, including a tier 1 lander, which is going to require another buggy seat. 2 more iron, please. And 5 more steel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is getting expensive already. And I'm only making the nose cone. Christ, what the rest of it's going to be like, I really don't know. So 1 of them, craft, pop that with that. That gives us you. So we're going to use you and you. You are so compressed copper, 2 steel poles. This is. Let's get these done. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 heavy duty plates. Just bog standard heavy duty plates. So 6, isn't it? These, because that doubles up, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now that's not going to make enough. No, it is 12. I mean, it's not a problem. If we make too many, we are sorted anyway, because there's no such thing as too many. Not with this. We're going to need to keep coming back to this over and over again. So this particular recipe, not a problem. I'm not worried if we make too many. Now we need to also use you to make. We've got those. We need a copper or tin canister. Now I think I might as well make copper canisters for this one, because I've got one, and I think it's just doing that. That makes 3. Yes, I've got some compressed copper. Good. How are we doing there? Done. So we're going to use you with those. We've got that, that and that. So to there we need a button and flint and steel. I need 3 flint and steels. Back in a second. Alright, so I think armed with everything there, we should be good to make these tier 1 rockets. 1, 2, 3, and that's only because obviously they don't stack. So we need 2 of those go there, and then we need to make the lander. Now the lander is made with almost got everything. We need a copper. We need 3. Hang on, let's get this right. We need 1, 2, 3. So we need to make this lot again, the poles. We've got that. We need a copper sheet and 3 steel sheets. We need 1 of these, so I need 2 compressed iron sheets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boo, boo, boo. So that's that. We're going to use you to make that, so I need aluminium, a basic wafer, so we need to do that again. And 2 of those. And any second we'll have that going. That gives me 2 of those. I only need 1, so we'll pop that away. I think it was right. I only needed 1, didn't I? No, I needed 2. Okay, fine. Prove me wrong. Aluminium. Think it was okay. Yep, a repeater. And 2 redstone. Inventory is already a mess. I acknowledge this. This is my life, and this is what my inventory looks like. This is my inventory. There are many inventories like it, but this one is mine. Can we make that? We're missing the copper plate. crafting and go. We want the uses of that. We're going to make that one lander rocket module, and then we want to take you and we want to make you into, oh hang on, and we want to make you into that, which I've already made the bits for. Lander module tier 2. So armed with that, I think we really hammer through the steel there in a very serious fashion. But armed with that, I think we are in a position to start making this. Now, do you remember? No, you don't. Damn you. Okay, it doesn't matter. We can still do this. I probably remember it. Right, so we're going to go there, 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 there. We've got the modern glass there. We've got that goes there. We had that went there and there. I think we had that there and there with that. This goes here and here with the lander. That's got the oxygen, and that is. Do you need to be a full oxygen tank? Oh, you're kidding me. Doesn't matter then. I could do it from here. Take one of those, put that in. Third time is the charm. No, not like that. It isn't. 1, 2, 2. Okay. Glass, screen, vent, vent, seat, the oxygen cylinder tank, seal, rocket booster, fan, that, durable nose cone, in the bag. 1 down, 7 to go. This is insane. This is a level of crafting that is almost Greg Techian in nature. However, this is not just what we're doing today. We're gonna keep coming back to this and build it up steadily over time, because I'm not sure how are we doing in there for resources. We probably need to get more iron going. We certainly are going to need to go back to the moon and get more meteoric iron. I wish there was a way I could get that in any other way, but if we look at steel, not iron, steel, we've got 911. If we have a look at meteoric iron, this stuff, there really isn't much in the way of what we can do. You've got a meteor chunk, which you can grab. That is from a meteor chunk or from meteoric iron ore, but I don't know where that is spawning. I mean, galaxy space might be worthwhile checking that. However, anyway, I want to do something else. I want to actually go at flat. I want to make one of these. So this thing is pretty cool, because it allows me to go and take any... Can I do it with smooth stone? I can't remember. Can I? No, I don't think you can. I think it has to be cobble. And I think you also have to have the dyes in your inventory. Let me just take the stack of red and then try that again. So now we can dye, we can make the... Oh man, I've just completely screwed up my inventory. Let me get rid of those a second and do that. Are you going to work? No, you're not going to work. It has to be cobble. That's fine. Because we've got this thing, it's made me a whole load of stone. What we shall do is we shall... Are you done? Yeah, you're almost done. We shall turn you off, and we're going to take you off into stopped. No, we just want you. I don't want you in any mode. I just want you on. I need to get that lot somewhere, don't I? Let me just sort that out. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so I've got this making cobble because I need cobble. I have got a Devnull with 6,000 stone in it, so I do need to also empty that. which if we have a look, we should hopefully see that it is kind of going down. That should be extract all but one. All of those, that's do not extract. Yeah, that should be fine. I think we just need to see what's happening now, shall we? No, it's not that. It's Alt. That was the one. Let's try it again. See, can we see if it's going down? We'll get there eventually. However, let me go and grab myself some blue lapis. And let me grab some green and some cobble, and then we should be able to, I believe, go in here and we should be able to get pretty much any colour you care to mention. Now what I actually want is white, and I don't know whether we can get, I mean, these are pretty close, but so flat coloured blocks is a great mod in that you can do all of this kind of stuff. Now, what happens if I get some bone meal? There we go. So if I go and now just take that out of my inventory, we can make a white block. 232, 255, slightly off, so let's go with that. And that used up all the bone meal, but as you can see, that is very white and very, very plain. Now we're going to want a lot of that, because I've got something to build with a lot of that. So we're going to want cobble. We'll get as much as we have. Well, at least that lot. I'm going to want bone, and again we don't really have to worry about bone meal, because you know it is quite literally hang on, we probably need to, oh hang on, this is going to be awkward. Go away. Oh. Okay. B, let me go and stick the tool away. Stick that away, that'll get rid of the problem, and the ender book can go away as well. So we should be able to quite easily craft these into these white blocks. And they are, as I say, these are going to be instrumental in what I want to build, because I want something that is very white and is clearly not quartz or any of the other kind of mod blocks. How are you doing there? You're ticking along nicely. That's doing its thing. So this platform here is going to have a huge structure on it. Now I've got a vanilla schematic for this, and what we're going to actually build on here is a Saturn V booster rocket. The only consideration I'm a little bit concerned about is that this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think we need to bring that in one, to be honest. Just my gut fit. Where the hell did my Devnull go? Danknull even. Not there. Alright, I need to find that before we carry on. Let me just sort that. I'll be back in a sec. Just put down this temporary structure here, and we are going to basically have, this is going to be a 5, so it's going to be 1, 1, 1, 2, and then 1. Then 1, and then 1, 2. I think this is it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Either side like that. And then I think we're going to have, just for, we'll do that. And then this should be 1, 2. So there should be 2 in either way. Yes, there are. Excellent. My maths is paying off steadily. For a change, anyway. Now this is a 1-to-1 scale model, or roughly as it can be done. It's not mine. As I say, I went on and found a schematic of it, because I'll be honest, as much as I am a space nerd, I am not that much of a space nerd that I could tell you the size and, you know, dimensions of a Saturn V booster rocket without, you know, having to look it up. But this, oops, should do. Let me go and get my magnetic ring back, I think. Come on, give me. It will make life easier. Now, this structure here may seem fairly large. However, I need to go up one more than, right, so this, we need to go all the way. It's probably easier if I show you. I'll be back in a second. I need to go that high. It's insane. And there will be variations in colour. I'm just getting the basic blocks. These will come out and all of this, and this will be a pit. There'll be the massive great rocket motors coming down here. There'll be fins either side here, and over this side is going to be the massive great scaffold that supports this. Now when we get high enough up, and we've gone in a couple of iterations and we've got the kind of shape going on, at that point we will instead of putting the total top on it, we'll truncate the rocket and we'll put our launch platform up there. That's my plan. Yeah. I know it's crazy. I know it's mad, but we're going to do it. We're going to go there. We are going to make this work. Now, as I say, I don't know how much of this I am actually going to get in. I should probably try and get this in here. And will you count as a solid block? You do. See, this is, once you've got a solid block above your head, you can get away with murder. Well, not murder, but, you know, you can use these wings. Oh, come here, you. And up, and there. You can use these bat wings a lot more effectively, because you can just hide underneath whatever it is you're building under. So let me try and get a little bit more of this structure in, and I shall be back again in a second. Alright, as usual, I've overrun in my recording. I've just checked out at 43 minutes now. This is the kind of scale we're going to have, and I've been working on the design. I've used a bit of chisels and bits to get the fins a little bit better than the vanilla version. I may slim these in just a little bit going inwards as well. I can obviously do all sorts with chisels and bits. We could round this off more with chisels and bits. Whether we do or not is another matter. We've got a long way to go. There is probably around about here on the schematic that I'm doing, there is a stars and stripes. I'm probably going to include a stars and stripes on it, because whilst I'm obviously not American, this thing is. So yeah, it would only seem appropriate really. However, this is going to be a big job. That's going to be a big job. There's going to be a lot of, if you'll pardon the expression, big jobs involved with this particular build. I don't really need that slate. This stuff we'll want as well, because we're going to have we're going to be doing stuff like, let me go and get the, actually let me come out of there. If we, no, somewhere in one of my tool bags I should have a chisel. I do. So we will be using things like this a lot. This is going to probably be our kind of structure that goes under there. Now this I do not believe I can chisel because it's transparent. I can. Hello. Options just became better. Okay, that is a real eye-opener. We didn't normally be able to chisel those. The other thing we are going to want to do is take this and go with some of that, and I am going to want to basically chisel some of this back, and we're going to want to lie this down as a plane all the way around the edge here. It's going to be slightly raised up, which is fine. I like slightly raised up, and we're going to need more of that, so that's going to be a thing. But as you can see from a distance, this thing is going to be huge, and I think it's going to be a great deal of fun to build, especially once we get some of the other facilities I'm intending to put around the area. I'm going to have oxygen tanks, fuel tanks, big tanks, tanks of tanks, tanks with tanks and tanks. It is going to look very industrialized and not quite so bucolic as this. So yeah, I think kind of on that grounds we will, that one, by the way, turbine 2 is, or is it turbine 1? I'm not sure which turbine to what turbine 2 is feeding actually off the top of my head. I can't remember. But they're still running around, they're doing the job, so, you know, does it really matter? No, of course not. And we've got vast amounts of energy. But on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. I realise that this is going to be a very long, tedious journey to get to Mars. I am kind of the opinion that it should be a journey that is long and tedious. After all, we are going to Mars, but that is going to look amazing out that window. We're going to be looking out there as a Saturn booster rocket with support gantry and everything going on in it. But until next time, thanks for watching. Bye for now.